live on YouTube as well. Tearing shit up.
Why?
Live chat is on. This live chat is on. Okay. I believe we are good and live. Probably move this kind of like that. So that turns out. One thing we have to do in order to get this thing to turn around easy is cut these damn nipples off. What's up, Jason Grimes? Anything you need to know about Ohio Valley? I've worked there for 17 years. Well, no shit, man. I guess, what would you like to know about Ohio Valley? Anything?
Yeah, when's the next race?
Yeah. I guess you know the schedule yet? That'd be cool to know. No, we're definitely going to get there. I think we're going to try to rent the track. Probably, well, whenever the first opportunity you guys give in the beginning of the year. Cut still. You want to set Shitshows up? Yeah, and I actually 3D printed a tripod mount. March is test and tune all month. That's cool. We're definitely gonna be down there for March. At least the test and tune. If not, we're gonna try to rent the track. I think. We talked to, I guess, the owner Terry. I think is his name. We're gonna try to rent it out because his motor combination is gonna be completely different. As you can tell, we're tearing it down right now. We're gonna go blower for his car, and then I'm gonna have a bigger blower and then mechanical injection next year. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that. It'll be completely new to me, for sure. What do you do down there, Jason, at Ohio Valley? Oh yeah, she clears now, boy. Thank God. That was a huge pain in the ass. Yeah, track manager. Okay, I don't know who the owner is. Run the starting line. So we definitely have seen you a time or two. I think we. How many times did we go to Ohio Valley this year? 3, maybe 4. We went. Well, we went when I blew the motor. That's one. Did we go back after I rebuilt it? Oh, that's right. Because when the motor was rebuilt, we went straight to Norwalk. Cool, man. Well, I really appreciate you working the line. You guys do a really good job. I like going to Ohio Valley. It's always been a good time. It's been difficult for me because I always seem to break something when I was there. Um, but we've at least got that a little bit under control. I mean, we're still going to break stuff eventually, but that's just how it goes. What's up with the Nova sitting in that? What's up with the Novas sitting in that spot? Yeah, I don't know, man. One of them's a race car, and the other one's is a show car. Still waiting to be painted at Ideal. Um, Tyler, that Vega left today though. That was pretty awesome. Got to see it go to its new home. May want to put that on the truck because I'll probably end up taking some of that. Yeah, this one. Hurry up. Hurry up. Okay. Hell yeah, man. What was your stepdad driving? He was in Super Pro. That was a race against a Mustang against something that day. I can't remember what the Super Pro. I was the last race. I was so excited. Definitely more room for activities. You're right about that, Tyler. If anybody's confused, we actually are live streaming on YouTube and Facebook. So if I say somebody's name and I don't know, I don't think anybody cares. Is that recording? All right. I set everything to 24 frames now. I don't know if you noticed that. because there's no reason, unless you're doing fast stuff, there's no reason. All right, well, start tearing into it. Let's talk about it first. Oh, that's right. So I guess we need to do the live taping in progress thing now, huh? Right, we're actually gonna do it. So let's go here. Live taping in progress. All right, so we're actually filming one of the videos for Quest for 10. So we're gonna do a little intro talk before we start working, and then we're gonna tear this thing apart. What rear end gears are in the Nova? 411s? 411s. Yeah, 411s. We actually were going to, we were trying to copy what the truck had. I thought I had 411s, but they turned out to be 456s. So 456 would have been better for him and the motor he had. This one, but the 411s will work pretty well with the blower, so we're gonna leave them and try it first thing. If it doesn't work out, we'll go to 456s. I'm going to 411s in the truck, just mainly a mile per hour situation that I'm gonna have. All right, so that one's going.
Yeah, we got it going.
All right, so do you want to turn the gear off for that?
Yeah. Hopefully, I pick up our voices all right.
Yeah, well, we could put a mic right there if you want. What I'm doing on these, instead of deleting them, I have another folder. I'm just putting it into a backup folder until it gets full.
Yeah.
Then we'll go back and delete it just so we don't lose any audio.
Yeah.
These things are so small.
We'll work off that camera there, I guess.
Yeah, it's fine. Are we in frame? It looks a little low.
It is.
Gee, the glare though. That's the problem.
Yeah, red mustard. Yeah, I remember it was a Mustang. So he was the one that won. What did he run against? I know there was a lot of dragsters, but I can't remember if a dragster got to the final round or not.
It's the glare.
Yeah, until we get those little things, we're just gonna deal with it. I'm gonna order them tonight. All right, we're recording here.
All right, that's good. Good shot of truck too behind it.
Good deal. All right, so what are we doing today? Oh yeah. What are we doing today?
All right, man. So we got the motor out of the Nova, and it was a challenge getting it out of there, but we did. We finally got it out, and we saw that potentially it's a little more like a 355, and which was concerning because we were told it was a 408. So now we're going to actually take this thing apart, measure the rods and stuff like that, and see if what we have exactly.
Mainly the stroke of the crank.
The stroke of the crank, exactly.
Because we would know if it's a 383 or not.
And if you went back or if you watched us from the beginning, you will see that when we pulled the oil pan a few months ago, we actually saw 350 etched into the crank. So we were
But that could be the journal size.
Yes.
So we don't know if it's stroke or journal size.
So that's kind of where we're at. So we got this up on the stand, and we're going to start tearing this thing apart.
All right. What do you expect to see?
Too soon. My goodness. I expect to see a very clean motor on the inside.
Yeah.
Because it has clean VP Valvoline race gas.
Race gas. Yeah, throw the sponsors in there, huh?
Yeah, that's right. And Bounty towels and like.
Yeah, whatever. All right, well, stay tuned. Watch, follow along. We'll come back after we get everything up disassembled, and we'll go over the parts that we've found and what the plan is going to be going forward. So tune in, watch, like, subscribe, comment down below, and enjoy.
I can go now?
We can go now.
All right.
All right.
All right, get this old pan off.
Okay, so that was, you'll see that in an upcoming video. Yes, Ford, well, no, the Nova has a, was it a Dana?
Dana 60.
Dana 60. My truck has a Ford 9. I hadn't had any issues with the Ford 9 with my horsepower, but that also has a lot to do with the rear ends with torque and how well you hook. So since I had the smaller tires, I didn't hook as hard. The weight of the vehicle isn't as much, so you're not putting as much torque through it. So the Ford 9 is probably going to be fine for me, and I do plan on just cutting it down for the new rear end. Dana 60 though is if you're gonna get another one and you have that laying around, that's probably more race car. It's just heavy, super heavy. The only thing I hate about live is you can't have music. They shut you down. Oh, Jeremy, if you're still in here, also, we're still waiting on the shirts to be printed. They're supposed to be this week. So as soon as we get them, we're sending them out. But you know how things are; it just takes a little while. Plus, we're slow at getting them the artwork. Oh, there you go. Tyler goes back and forth, huh? So Tyler, give me say something funny. I got you a half inch right here.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
I don't know where it went.
I even brought a whole deal. Huh. That is funny, Tyler. It is kind of slow. Could definitely be faster.
Sarah just cleaned that out. Look at that gunk in
Yeah. Doesn't appear to be dragging too. I wonder what that is.
there. Roach.
A roach?
That's weird. gonna get you some new blood. Uh-oh. Man, don't be dropping bolts in my motor.
Yeah.
I got one more back here.
Yeah, it's a big boy down there.
Come on, sister. Come on, sister.
Goes on recorder time lapse. Record, it looks like.
I hope so. It says right there 732 cubic inches.
It looked like forged rods.
I think we did make a determination.
Nah, maybe casting. Yeah, it looks like casting flash. The crank is what we really need to be forged, which it appears like it might be. But it's that cast nodular forging. And we're going to have to get... Okay. Yeah. Nope, it's going to be 7/16. But it's a 12 point. So we're going to have to find that socket. It may be out of the trailer. Uh-oh. Believe that it is.
You know where we're at out there?
I'll grab it.
I can grab it. I'm around. You usually do.
I think we're using that. I think we're using it for valves.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Don't cry. Don't cry. Son of this supposed to be there?
Yeah, it's your dipstick tube.
I know, but is it? I figured that was part of the old one. I didn't think about that.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, well, maybe a guide so it can't go
Past.
Well, shit, it would have hit the windage tray going there.
Yeah.
Unless there was a hole in the windage tray, is there? Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Right, here's going back on.
It's cold.
You see 3D print?
Yeah, that's pretty Who needs to go buy official GoPro shit?
Yeah.
This one over here turned off.
Need to drop that Nova down a few inches. Yeah, you ain't kidding. Is the rail between the machine trimmed? Is the rail between or been machined? No, this has not been clearance for a 383. So you're probably right, Jeremy. It's probably not 383. Didn't even think about looking at that. But no, the walls have not been clearance for 383. So more than likely it's a 350.
No, more like
Very good observation there, Jeremy. All right, so all the rods are marked, so we should be good to pull those distance. No, it's a Tyler. It's a 350. We believe it's 350. The bore measures for a 355. If the crank's a 355 or 377. How do you even get a 377, Jason? That's a motor I'm not familiar with. See if I can find it. All right, we need the rubber mallet.
you say I thought so.
Does not want to come off there. Go find one. bearings look like?
Number one, boys
and girls.
Got a little wear in them.
Yeah, not that bad though.
Yeah, I mean, it's,
I can't feel my fingernail.
you know, you guys can see that or not, but probe pistons, like we talked about. Number one.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So if a 377 is a D-stroke 400, it's definitely not that because that would mean the cylinders would have been 4-inch. Is that right? 4-inch for
Yeah, this is definitely not a 400 block.
Yeah, it's a 3. What did we end up measuring? Is it 3, 4? It was 5,000 over a 350. Crank would definitely need to be polished, but it's radius. It's a radius crank. I mean, it appears to be pretty good quality. I don't believe my crank was radius. I still have it laying out there. I could go check it. Ow.
Nicely grooved in.
Whoa. Yeah, some trash got in that one. Good Lord, show those guys. Yeah, something got in that oil.
Yeah, got a nice big old groove right there. I don't know if you can see it or not. But yeah, definitely pick it up with your fingernail.
Jason, if 400 crank was in a 350 block, that would be a 383, right? It would be a 350 crank and a 400 block gives you a 377. From what Jeremy over on Facebook saying, that makes sense. A D-stroke 400. I've heard that before. Like I guess a 327 is technically a D-stroke 350. From what I gather, it's the same bore size. crank is just not as long of a throw, I guess. I don't know. I don't know everything. I just kind of know this what's in my lane. Guess we can do the chat there. Okay. All right. You want to do the honors of those? I'm going to eat mine.
Yeah, eat, man.
Hey, for a like and subscribe, I'll dip my French fry in the oil and eat it.
How old is it all that?
It was brown.
Yeah, stuff came out here.
Remember what cylinder that was?
Four. It was the fourth one back.
Fourth one?
Would have been there.
On that side. I don't see like a receiver of that.
Is there only that one pad?
I don't know about the main bearing yet either, though. it was, that cam was being smacked into pretty good. You can tell. All right, so we need to get the hub off of there, which it may just fall off. Might be the impact though.
Take it back down. May or may not.
I've got a tool, but I know that that hub was particularly weak from the disaster I put it through.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's not.
Oh. Oh my God! Not using that again.
Well, we just ruined this motor by bending the timing cover. Thanks, Corey. Now you owe me an $8,000 block.
So we pulled out some threads a time or two. Same one, but we're not going to use this bouncer device part in the trash. Yeah, they're just 3/8. Picked up parts. Car for your 76 Nova came with a 4-bolt main. Yeah, their 4-bolt mains are good, but they're kind of falling out of favor now that aftermarket blocks are so plentiful. I gotta stick something.
I stick my arm in there.
Yeah. All right, so it'd probably be a pretty good time to tell Jeremy about the difference between the 4-bolt main of a standard block and then like a splayed cap main. Let me go grab. I should have my splayed caps. All right, bear with me, Jeremy. I've got splayed caps on that other block that I blew. I'm gonna pull them off, and as soon as we get one of these other caps off, we'll put them side by side and show you the difference if you don't know. If it's not you, maybe somebody else might need the lesson on it and understand it.
New timing color, man. Oh, just good as new. Perfect, perfect.
So you'll need to get the timing cover off. You won't even have all my bounce in your shoes.
What if I want one?
You can.
I like living in harmony. It goes around us.
That blow belt will harmonize your life. All right, cool, Jeremy. Then you get to see that here in a few minutes. We're just gonna get some of these caps off, and then I go out there and pull a cap off of that other block, which isn't nothing. I think they're just finger tight. Why is that pretty? Grade 5 can. Grade 5 bolts. Seems kind of dumb.
Well, you know what they say is,
If it can't bend, it'll break.
it's right.
Ah!
Oh,
No!
shit. Took alert.
And then lock washers. That's also a no-no.
You know, some things.
That guy like to live on the edge.
Why does it say Toyota on it? Oh, true test right here. See what this baby looks like.
You can tell it was wearing. You can actually see on this one I saw down here. See where it jumps?
Yeah.
That's right there is
Oh,
an
yeah.
indication of when it was loose, it's popping up. Valve float.
But that was in the front.
Look at that.
The valve float was in the front. See, these are the ones back here, though, that have that one that screw it home.
Yeah.
They actually are better than the ones up front.
Well, nothing, you can't feel any of that, you just see it. I don't know how well this would come on camera or not, if at all. But we were just looking at these lobes. This is a roller cam, and you can see where it's wearing right there, but then it kind of hits again, hits again, hits again. I would guess that's probably indicative of high RPM valve float or something causing the valve to bounce. Maybe the valve train was too heavy. We'll probably need to look at that. But it'll be a new cam next year. Does it say a brand on this?
I was looking to see if I can see a lift number or anything on there.
No, but I bet you put that part number in, it'd probably come up. I bet that's a comp cam. It's got a, no, never mind. 12-518-5. It's got something there, but I don't know.
I wonder if they got it off Wish.com. All right. One more Big Daddy to get out.
Those won't be fun. I don't even know how the hell they torque them. Those windage strings. Inside tail. Party board. I think those are probably 5/8.
You know when they say that a motor just wants to run, look how easy that thing turns.
Is that what they say?
Yeah, on Horsepower TV, they said a motor always wants to run. You just gotta give it some gas and some energy.
So that's 11/16. We'll have to get one of those wrenches. Probably got to hit that with a hammer. 5/8. I don't have a deep well socket that will
Go over top of that. Yeah, that's pretty deep.
let's see if we can break a wrench today. definitely not ARP. Now make sure these are marked. Doesn't appear so. We gotta make sure we mark it. Let me go get a punch. See that right?
A.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, there's a 3 there. I think. Yeah, 4.
Oh, there's you. No, that's testing 2 now.
B. This one's got thrust under it. You might have to use that road on it. Where's that big one? Yeah, it's the thrust bearing. I thought we could have Hey, I've got that other crank out there, man. Think, yeah, the camera behind me. I pick the crank up, and then somehow we drop it.
Did the other crank sign do it?
No. I gotta get a splayed cap for Jared.
She don't look too bad. Those some of those.
All right, I'll be right back, Jeremy. I'll show you a splayed. All right, this is for Jeremy and anybody else that's interested. I'm gonna take this screen off for a second and go to this other one so I can see. Okay, cool. All right, so this is a traditional 4-bolt main, as you can see, for a small block. And for a long time, this is really what you had, particularly in the 70s, 80s, 90s, and then 2000s, the aftermarket blocks started becoming somewhat affordable. So everybody started going to them, and they came sometimes 4-bolt main, just like these. But also it came out, I don't know exactly, somewhere in the probably 80s or 90s, I'm not sure. They started making splayed main caps. And these are aftermarket cap that you put on your 2-bolt main Chevy. And as you can see, this bolt right here is at an angle, and it goes down through the webbing of the motor where it's thicker. Because what they were finding out is this outside bolt, it was going to a weak part of the block, and you would end up getting a little bit of crank walk, and then it would split right there on this outside. So the debate goes on about whether a two-bolt main, which the front of a 4-bolt is just a 2-bolt. So, but instead of having a 2-bolt go all the way down, you would replace it with a splayed main cap. As you can see, there's the 2-bolt. You have to drill and tap into the block at this angle, and you also have to hone, line bore and hone for the crank. This is the motor that I blew up, and the failure wasn't in the caps. The failure was actually in it pulled a pin out of the piston. So the horsepower that I was running, because it was a 2-bolt main, just like this all the way down, would it have, crank walked or broke? I don't know. Probably. Is a 4-bolt main stronger? I'd say yeah. Just by design, it's probably stronger. Um, the big thing though is how much stronger. I don't think it's a ton, honestly. That design, I believe, you could probably get another couple hundred horse maybe safely at a drag strip. But when you start going into, I don't know, a factory block is said to have its kind of max rating around 700 horse ish. I ran 2 years around 700 horse with these splain made caps and didn't have any issues. And actually, the year prior to that, I was running around 500 horse ish on a 2-bolt main, and it was fine. So, doing it all over again, aftermarket block, just, cheap insurance. It's got higher quality metallurgy and all that stuff. But on a budget, I'm not scared of a 2-bolt main. These caps are like, you could get them for around 200, 250 maybe. You get 3 of them, and it's probably $200 or $300 in machine work, so you're $600 into it. So if you got a block for like $200 or $300, all in, you'd be like $1,000 with the machine work, maybe $1,200. That would be a good question to ask. We're gonna get with a place called Performance. Was it Performance Engineering? Shit, I feel like an asshole now. Our buddy Mike Ryan and his dad own it in Illinois. They're going to do the machine work on this block for us. Performance Machine. I can't remember for the life of me. But I'll ask them when we go drop this block off, because we're going to do a video with those guys, and I'll try to get a list of questions together for guys that actually know what they're doing. I only know because what I broke. Sometimes 2-bolt is just as strong as an ARP stud versus bolt. ARP studs are a must for anything. I don't care if it's just a street motor. I'm going to do ARP. Well, not studs versus bolt. ARP bolts. I mean, studs, yes. Studs are awesome, but you have to have machine work done in order to use studs, because it pulls on the cap differently. So, if you're going to put studs in, you need to have that done at the machine shop so they can rehone the mains and of the motor to make sure they stay straight. Okay. I hope that was explanative. I don't know if it was or not, Jeremy. But again, any of those type of questions, make sure you comment on one of our videos, and I'll keep writing them down. I think we're gonna get with Mike in about a month, I think, and drop this motor off, and it'll be a good time to sit down with him and ask him any type of questions. He's a guy that I trust for sure. He's super smart, and they do really good work. Yeah, some people don't know about studs, and honestly, it may or may not matter. You might get away with it, but I've always been told if you change the studs or change the size of the bolt that's going in there, even going to ARP will distort that cap a little bit. So you got to be really careful anytime you change the style of bolt. But for sure, studs. I would not put studs in a motor without having the machine rehoned. Performance Automotive Racing Engines. They're in Illinois. That's who we're getting with. I mean, I apologize, Mike, if you watch this. I did just slip my mind what your name of your business was. So I guess this is going to be the conclusion of the live, unless you got anything else. Okay. Really, the only rod. Let's slide this up a little bit. We only had one bearing that was bad.
A couple other ones that maybe a little bit of dirt got in them. Did you want to measure it? See what the stroke was?
Yeah. Let's see what's going to be the best way to do it. We have to do some math.
Mm-hmm. Tune in next time.
Yeah. No, we can do some math. We do a roundabout. So we're going to go to the center of the crank, to the center of this hole. Ish. We really need a dowel pin. Dowel pin, probably. To 120 times 2. That's definitely not right. 3,750 is standard. Or is it 3,500? Good. No, you actually need a dowel that's the right size of that hole. But then we have to measure it and subtract it. One 750. It's 3,500. So yeah, so small block. Small block, 350. See you, Jeremy. We're out too.